students and families. I am David Huyck, principal of Cruz Lake Middle School. We are fast approaching the beginning of the new school year. It has been a crazy ride over the last 5 months, but we are excited to get started with the new school year. It is important for each of you to know that we have been working hard on our plans to reopen in-person learning to ensure the highest level of safety for our students, staff, and families during these uncertain times. To this end, we will need the cooperation of all parents and students with the procedures if you have selected a return to school for in-person learning. As such, I am reaching out to provide some key information related to the most critical parts of our safety plan. I would also like you to be aware that our school plans are consistent with the district-approved reopening plan. We also have developed a great resource in the form of our Raider Report, which is our online parent newsletter that we will be distributing every 2 weeks for the first quarter of this year and monthly thereafter. The Raider Report will be posted on our Facebook page and school website. I would like to now provide some key information related to our school-wide safety plan. We'll be stressing with students 3 key safety responsibilities: masks, social distancing procedures, and hand sanitization. Used together, these 3 expectations, applied consistently by all people in the building, will provide the highest degree of protection to all folks in our building. The opposite is also true. A failure by one or more persons to not adhere to each of these key procedures will increase the risk to all people in the building. With that being said, I would like to provide a summary of key information that you should be aware of as we approach the start of the school year. First, masks and face coverings. All students and staff members will be required to wear a mask or face covering. Detailed information can be found in our Raider Report and on the district website reopening plan. The proper and consistent use of face masks and coverings is one of the 3 key safety features that, when used in conjunction with the other 2, social distancing and frequent hand washing or sanitization, will provide the highest degree of protection to not only your child, but to all other people in the building. I cannot stress that enough. It is suggested that students begin practicing wearing the face mask or face covering for an extended period of time over the next week so that your child can get used to having them on. Second, social distancing procedures have been established for arrival and dismissal, classrooms, transitions between classes, and the cafeteria. It will be critical that all students adhere to the procedures for each. Of course, we will teach, model, and provide feedback during the first week of school and beyond, of course, to make sure all students know the expectations. However, it will be important for all students to take these procedures seriously, and we ask for your support in this regard. As far as social distancing is concerned, we have 2 primary social distancing procedure areas that will be critical as we start the first week of school, and that will be related to hallway movement during transitions. Students will need to adhere to the following basic principles when moving through the hallway. Number 1, masks must be worn properly. 2, students must follow the established directional flow patterns in the hallway, staying as far to the right of the hallway as possible, avoiding direct face-to-face contact with other students. And finally, students must be constantly moving with no congregation of students transitioning between one environment to another. To be clear, students should take no longer than is needed to move from one environment to the next. These procedures will be strictly monitored and enforced. We are asking parents to discuss these expectations with their child prior to returning on August 24th. Next, we are asking parents to make sure that their child has a personal hand sanitizer on their person each day and to resupply when they run out. We will have hand sanitizing stations throughout the building, and each classroom will have hand sanitizer in case of an emergency. But in order to adhere to social distancing in classrooms, Each student will need this in order to reduce any unnecessary movement in the classroom. To this end, we are also asking that each of our students' supply lists include a personal pencil sharpener as well as your mask. It may also be helpful for your child to have personal hand sanitizing wipes if available, but this is as available. The next area that I wanted to address with you relates to our car riders and walkers. Due to our overall safety and supervision plan this year, no student may arrive to the Cruz Lake campus prior to 8:15 and be picked up no later than 3:30 p.m. We know that for some of you this is a change, but it is something that we need you to adhere to. Finally, it is critically important that parents and caregivers provide reliable contact information that includes working phone numbers and emails. In addition, families will need to have a reliable plan to pick up your student if the school calls to report that your child is ill, or if it has been determined that your child was in close contact with a person who has been found to be COVID positive. As such, it will be very important to include any other person than yourself that you will be approving to pick up your child, and make sure they're listed on the emergency card. In short, when the school calls to have your student picked up, there must be a 100% certainty that the student will be picked up within an hour or so of receiving the call. As principal, I would like to thank you in advance for your partnership and cooperation. Our highest priority is the safety and welfare of your child and our staff. And we believe that if we all work together on these safety procedures, we will have a safe and successful school year. Thank you. And please remember to check out our Raider report on our Facebook page and website. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day. And we look forward to having a great school year in Raider Nation.